Hey, it's Dan here on a sunny afternoon, and I was just thinking how beautiful it is when spring begins to emerge, flourish, and it gives us that lean toward days of sunshine. We don't all live in that kind of climate, but we have it right now here in Tennessee, and it's quite beautiful. I was thinking about how important it is that we have rhythms where we're drinking in the depths of Christ, just like the seasons turn. And the way the seasons turn is there's a gradual quality to the changing of the seasons. There's an expectation that you're leaving something and going to something else. There's a relishing of what was, while we simultaneously host an anticipation of what is coming. And there's this beautiful thing between the present and the past the past and the future that we call present. And in that present, we are hearing many, many, many voices today saying, get in the present, get in the moment, get into this time that is passing, and how vital that is to spiritual health, emotional health, mental health, physical health, rather than always living in other places. And so this spring, we're launching a new remote version of the A Well-Worn Path study. It is on demand completely. It's not guided. There are instructions as to how you can do it personally over a 5-week period, and document everything the Holy Spirit's speaking to you over those 5 weeks. You can also do it with a small group, or if your group is 10 or more, there's a church version that you can use in all your small groups across your entire church. So that's releasing. And again, my dream in offering that and in building that was to meet all the requests that were coming in, to make this on demand, make it just completely self-directed, make it less expensive, more like old school buying a DVD set or something like that, so that the content could be accessed. And so I did that, put it all together. In my view, it's the only thing out there like it that actually will take you through a process that over 5 weeks, you will leave with a greater establishing of Sabbath in your life, of thankfulness billowing up in your heart through the daily examine, of awareness of the Holy Spirit speaking to you, moving in through the scriptures, how to even read the scriptures and take in what God's gifting you with as you read. And then, of course, there's these postures of silence and stillness and solitude that go together and help us to be still in mind, in heart, in body, in a noisy world, which we are coming out of a season where some of that was forced, but it actually created for many more noise, more internal and external noise coming at them, creating stimulus overload. And so we're going to address that. And then finally, you write, and I get so excited about this, a way of life statement, which is in another terminology, it's a rule of life. And many would do this in a more expansive, longer, maybe more expensive way. I wanted to hit all the core ideas so that you could go through 5 sessions. You could binge watch them if you wanted to, but it's not made for that. It's made to do it over 5 weeks personally. And then end up almost like you've gone through a bit of a master class, having practiced all these practices, and then getting them in your life so that you can begin to rehearse them into being who you are, and even get them down, kind of codify them in a way of life that you just keep going back to keep you on track for years to come. So this is really a lifetime resource. This is not a once and done thing, and wow, that was great teaching. This is truly about changing us, shaping us, participating with the Holy Spirit in our transformation, that we might be more peaceful, more oriented, more value-centered, more targeted, more missional, vision-moved people as we become like Christ in the world. I can't tell you how transformed my life has been through each one of these practices, and I've had the privilege of training hundreds of others in one or more of them. And so I offer this to you. I offer this to you for this spring. I offer this to you for your life. I offer it to you at the cost that it is at. And if you're really at a place where you're just saying, I can't afford this, then please just tell me that. We'll work it out. I want all of us to be able to do this, and even in our email list network, to do this together. I want this to become a part of your life. So blessings, friendship. I pray that this is a core resource. Please take advantage of it. If you can afford it, do it. Every time you are able to afford it, I give it to someone else. It's just the way it works. It's the way we provide for one another. So I'd be grateful if you could join in and even maybe get 5 other people doing it with you. Maybe get 10 other people or 15 and do it as a church, a wider church experience. My personal perspective is that these ancient practices are exactly what the church needs in the middle of pandemic and post-pandemic going forward. It's such a time as this sort of stuff. So bless you. Let me know if you need anything related to it, but please pay attention to the timelines that are in the email and make sure you access it. Again, if you can afford it, I give it to someone else. If you can't, no problem. Please just let me know and let's see this thing rise. But above all things, I'm asking you simply this. Please get it either way. I'm happy to get emails from people saying, can't do this right now, maybe could later. I always ask anyone on my email list, could you just do me one favor? If you could just once a year even purchase something, that would be fantastic. That helps me keep the lights on at this. It helps me keep generating resources. It helps me keep doing things that would serve us. And as worship leaders and creative leaders, for those who are in spiritual formation sort of tracks in their lives and a desire to deepen and widen their intimacy with Christ, I can't tell you how formative and important these are to get in your bones. Maybe you've already started, but this will deepen it, I promise. And you'll leave with a journal full of the Holy Spirit speaking to you about your present and future life, and maybe your past as well. So bless you. Thanks so much for listening, and I look forward to hearing from you.